Crazy is as soon as you cut your hair, you got lighter.
You're so funny. Ha, ah, 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 ah. Childish is what you are.
You got lighter.
Whatever. I'm back bald and I'm happier than ever.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. As long as you're happy. Because like you said, you do have the option to grow your hair, not grow your hair, cut it off, do all that stuff. Facts. But either way, you fine as fuck.
Thank you.
Super fine.
Thanks. I appreciate you.
It's hot as fuck outside. I can feel the heat. The sun just laying on the actual window with the rays coming out.
At this point, you're just babbling. But anyway, how have you been, sir?
A little disappointed at looking at the scale today. I shouldn't have looked at that.
Oh.
I'm 10 pounds away from being lard. So I'm gonna take I'm taking the tea today. I'm gonna be 10 pounds down by tomorrow.
Okay, you didn't exactly answer my question, but that's fine.
Well, you know what? Listen, hold on. I want to say, I feel good.
Okay,
but I feel heavy. That's all the banana bread you've been making.
I'm ready to get my nails done. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to today's topic because at this point we are just talking. So
people don't want to hear you talk.
As you guys know, I mean, unless you live under a rock, of course, Roe versus Wade was overturned.
God damn it.
You know, the government, the Supreme Court, they are full of so much shit. What?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead and say what you're about to say.
Do you think it is the government or there is people that put these people in? You got to think. Supreme Court is actually is
full of shit.
Okay,
it doesn't matter. They're full of shit. It don't matter how they got there, when they got there. They're full of shit.
Right.
Okay? Because I look at it like this. Why is it any concern to the government as to who decides to have an abortion? Why does that bother you? You know, it's oh, well, after a certain period, there's a heartbeat that's a life. Okay, you could look at it that way. But then you can also look at it in the sense of now you have to be worried about all of the men and women who decide they don't want to be parents.
Right.
Who've made the decision when finding out that they were pregnant that they don't want to be parents. Okay. What happens to those babies? Some are going to end up dead. Some are going to end up in the foster care system. Will some right, which is already fucked up. Will some get homes? It's possible. Not likely though. So my question is, what good are you doing for our country?
Do you think it's a money thing?
I mean, where is the financial benefit?
How much money are you going to save by not being able to fund abortions?
What do you mean fund them?
Because you got to think about this, right?
People pay for abortions.
People pay for abortions, but is that the full cost of having an abortion?
That don't even make sense what you just said.
No, I'm being for real. Like, you got to think about it. Like, there's some times where you go to the doctors and they are saying like, this is covered by this amount of money, but you think that it's the full coverage, but it's not. So even though they're giving us a price, is that the full price of that?
I think you're giving too much slack. Right there.
What do you mean give them too
I
much
think
slack?
You're giving too much slack with that scenario. That's bullshit. I don't give a shit if it's a quarter of the price that they're paying. They're not hurting like that to take people's rights away.
No. I completely agree.
So it's not a money thing. I think that's giving them too much slack. That's giving them a reason. No, fuck that and fuck them.
But that's not a good reason.
It don't matter. It doesn't even matter. I feel like you just gave them a little slack with that comment.
No. No, I'm just.
I know you weren't trying to, but I feel like that's how I feel. As a woman, the odds are always against us. Always. We never can catch a break. Ever. And I think the problem is that the men in power and the women that believe that men are supposed to be in power fear the women that, or should I say the sudden rise of strong women, the sudden rise of we're not letting people tell us what to do, the sudden rise of I can do exactly what you're doing and better. I can make the same amount of money as you and more. That shit is scary for some people. And so what's the only way, or what's a way we can try to knock them down some? Oh, I know. Let's take away their right for abortions. You're scared. You're scared because women finally see that we are truly who run the world.
So let me ask you a question. You think that the next thing is going to be them trying to dumb down or even take away women's rights?
They're going to try and find another way, yes.
Because I feel as though, I mean, like I said, I'm looking at everything. Didn't a woman also vote on?
You missed what I said.
No, I don't.
You missed what I said.
No, you said that
men
women
in power and the women that believe the men should be in power.
Yeah, so you're saying that that
yes.
woman that's on Supreme Court, she believes that men are supposed to be in power. Okay.
Her mind is fucked just like everybody else's.
Who voted for her to be on the fucking Supreme Court?
It don't matter. None of that even matters. None of that matters. All that matters is that they took it, they voted amongst each other that it's okay to take away a woman's right to an abortion.
Wait. You just said that doesn't matter. It has to matter because at the end of the day, these are the people that these small cities vote for them to be this.
But it doesn't matter because what if the person that everybody vote for that we think is going to be on our side gets in and they still vote against what we would feel like they would vote against? I mean, go for. That doesn't matter. These people aren't supposed to base their votes on their beliefs. And I can almost guarantee you that the ones that voted is based off what they believe, not what they think is fucking right.
Yeah, we know that, though. We definitely know that.
So it doesn't matter who put you in there. The point is you're still going based off of how you feel and what your, most of the time, religious background, what you believe your religious background would want you to do, rather than thinking about the overall perspective of it's not just the women that are punished. The babies that have to be born into families that don't want them are the ones that really suffer. Nobody thinks that far. Oh, we're going to do this right now. But what about in the future? What about once that baby gets here? What about the women? Because apparently, and I don't know necessarily how true it is, but they're saying even for medical emergency abortions, like I just seen something. I'm going to read it. I screenshot it specifically for this because it didn't make sense to me. It says, I don't have a platform, so I can't reach people like you, but share this. I work in, and it blocks out the name, on a small NICU labor and delivery floor. Our trigger laws went into effect immediately after the decision. Of course, we had a woman with an ectopic pregnancy, aka when the pregnancy is in the fallopian tubes, walk in at 11:30 p.m. last night. We had to basically sit on her until the doctor could speak with a lawyer. Her ectopic ruptured. She then did not get her procedure done another 9 hours because the doctor was working with the lawyer for so long, trying to work around the laws and not lose his license. By the time she had her procedure, she had over 600 cc's of blood in her abdomen. She almost died.
Whoa, hold the fuck up. Oh, you done?
Yes, you can go ahead.
So you're saying that they...
So this is what I'm saying.
I don't
know how true it is, But there are instances in which women need an abortion. There's instances where, like, miscarriages technically is an abortion because they have to force that out.
Right.
That's not something that comes out on its own. If you don't get that medically flushed, you suffer.
So what it seems to me like life is not as important anymore because of these laws that they're overturning. Because you got to think about that. They're willing to abide by a law that says there's no abortion, right? You can't do that. But this woman's dying. So we literally have to, like you said, he has to work with a lawyer to find a way to be around.
Yeah, and it's not fair that doctors have to sit and say, okay, I really would rather save your life than have to go have this conversation. But think about how many other women will suffer if I don't have this conversation because I lose my license because I help you.
This world
it's a really fucked up situation. And then on top of that, it's like, okay, well, now the conversation switches from abortions to birth control. Men have one to somewhat new of a form of birth control. Men have condoms, and then, they're claiming that they have this male birth control pill or whatever the fuck it is now. Women have pills, patches, shots, IUDs. We have all these different kinds of
unhealthy shit,
birth controls, all of which have different effects to different people.
Right.
And it's like, okay, so at what point do men take responsibility? At what point is the conversation going to be about what men are supposed to do or not supposed to do?
See, the problem is the fact that they, man, and it's crazy because we have boys, and I think it's 100% thing that when you're engaging in that, that's what you have to do. There's no, oh, she should have been on a pill, or oh, she should. No, I feel like you got to educate yourself and.
What do you mean, as a man?
Yeah.
Oh.
As a man, you got to educate yourself. Like, yo, it's not all on her. You know what I mean? It's not all on the woman, because y'all both are engaging in an act.
It's
right?
not, but at the same time, it's always been that way, and it'll continue being that way because of people like the people that made this law that overturned this law.
I get that, but I'm saying we have to, going forward, like we have to be the ones to be like, yo, you have to. I'm being real with you. I don't like women's birth control.
Yeah,
because if something is being released in your body that's stopping you from having a baby or it being able to be developed, what the fuck is it doing to your bloodstream or something in your body that's stopping you from doing something? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? To go a little further. So if you have it in you for 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, some of these people don't even be able to have babies.
Yeah, there's plenty of women who've been on birth control so long that they can't have babies because the proper information wasn't given, that if you're on too long, it can eventually interrupt the process of even trying to have a baby.
Right. And then you got women that I've heard before, start getting symptoms of cancer because of what this stuff is going in their body. Or
yeah, you think IUDs, you put them, you're literally putting something inside of you.
Yeah.
Which one did I had both of those. I had the IUD, but I also had the Nexplanon one. That shit fucked me up. The IUD was uncomfortable. Okay, and you don't learn about the risks until after the fact. So it's like, oh yeah, it can move, and then it could tear through your uterine lining, and then you'll have to have surgery. And it's like, what the fuck? So it's like, why didn't anybody say this shit before?
So I feel like there's no 100% way of you not being able to have babies, even when you're having safe sex, because you don't. There's certain. So let's say you have an IUD, women, men, so y'all know too. Let's say you have this IUD in, and let's say it moves. That's not 100%. You can now become pregnant. Mm-hmm. Men, you can now become pregnant, okay? Because she's not the only one that's creating this baby. So when she's pregnant, so are you, okay? That's why you are the father. Right.
So Take that into consideration too while you because I feel like this is all some type of grand plan to try and get people to use birth control or try to get people to use or to, I don't know, like I can't even say like practice safe sex, like because I feel like
I'm gonna be honest with you, even vasectomies aren't 100%.
And you know because you have one.
Yeah, so it's like there's people that be like, oh shit, I had a vasectomy 2 years ago.
After 2 or 3 years, they said it's possible
my
that
wife
it
is
won't
pregnant,
work.
and
right.
it's like, what the fuck? Like, what that? This is what I put into place so I won't be able to have another child, so I don't have to go and get an abortion. What if I can't afford no more children, or what if we don't want to have any more children,
right.
or what if we're old?
Right.
It's like I feel like you said,
and there's also risks for with having a vasectomy.
Right. And it's like I feel like this is the first step into them trying to knock down other things. Like I don't think this even has anything to do with abortion. I think this is just
it's control. This
is the casualties of it happening because they want to do something else on how they want to.
But why not just go there? Like what is the purpose of saying to a woman, and okay, because I've been seeing this also, that it's specifically for after, I believe it said like 12 weeks. Most women don't even know they're pregnant at that point.
Right.
Most women have no idea that they're pregnant at that point.
Right.
So you mean to tell me I get penalized for not even knowing? So basically what you're telling me is if I have sex, then I need to make sure that I'm taking a pregnancy test over and over and over and over to confirm that I'm not pregnant prior to 12 weeks. Because if I get to 12 weeks and I find out and I decide, I want an abortion, I can't do that. Or I have to drive to a state that will allow me to have an abortion and do it that way.
And this is why I say I think it's a different, whoever and whatever, just, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I feel like this was the only amendment that just was across the board on all 50 states for something to happen. And I feel like by you overturning this, now you can create the United States of America as being individual states, which a lot of people wanted. Like Florida wants to act as Florida. Texas want to act as Texas. And I feel like this was the only amendment that had anything across the board. So once you get rid of this, now we can be like, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this now. Let's change the wording in this to make. But yeah, I just feel like now they're gonna start throwing other shit out the way. Like,
well,
boom.
Yeah, a lot of people are scared that now they're gonna attack same-sex marriages and relationships, and it was contraceptive, which I still don't necessarily know. Like, how would you attack that? Like, would that be like mandatory to be on birth control? Here's what doesn't make sense to me. Okay.
But that's still another law that's across all 50 states.
But what doesn't make sense about any of this, okay? Any of it. How do you scream overpopulation, but then take away someone's right to have an abortion? If I am, as a person, if I'm eliminating another person walking this earth, and that is what you say is one of our biggest issues.
Overpopulation?
Yes. Why would you take away my right to, and I don't want to say get rid of this baby because that sounds ridiculous, but deal with my situation how I choose to. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
That's what China does.
Fuck China. We ain't in China.
I'm being honest.
But we're not in China. So who gives a fuck what China does?
But I'm saying this is where.
But we're not in China.
We're not in China. But what I'm trying to say is the fact that people that's in the government, they look at other places and see what things they are doing for them to make more money. And I feel as though how does making people have babies make you make more money? Because you can say, hey, because there are more babies being born, we need to print off this amount of more money to fund this program to fund.
But
this.
their money, they keep printing money only to end up exactly where they're at right now.
Yes,
that doesn't make any sense whatsoever
to certain people. But it's a grand scheme because now you can be like, now you can implement other things that's probably nobody's thinking about right now to put them in place for it to be like, damn, you know what? Why did y'all implement this? Because there's so many people having babies.
So adding people to what is considered one of our biggest issues as a country. There's benefit to that.
Yeah, because at the state now, people are mad at the government. People are mad at United States. You know what I mean? People are like, fuck this shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
nobody's gonna leave.
What I'm trying to say is the fact that when you create madness and the government comes in on a certain time on like their white horse to fix a problem, everybody forgets what actually happened.
The government never fixes their problems. The government is the problem.
To a woke person.
No.
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
You ain't got to be woke to know that. Everybody know how fucked the government is.
Now they do, but you got to think about this. 2 years ago when there was a pandemic and they came in on their white horse and started giving stimulus checks, everybody was like, ooh, I love the government. Ooh, I love the government.
No, they wasn't. They was asking for more money because there wasn't enough.
But I'm saying, though, they still got something from the government. If you didn't care about the government and they handed you $1,500, you'd be like, man, I'm not fucking with y'all because I know there's something. That's going to go with this, just like it was. But everybody was holding their hands out. And then they got to the point where, well, you know what? We need more money. You know, we need that. You know what I mean? Because there was a pandemic. They created something and their outcome was, we're going to give y'all money to shut y'all up for a little bit. It happened. Everybody was like, yeah, you know, Joe Biden this. But then now we fast forward to this year. Now they're like, yo, fuck this. What the fuck just happened? What's up with Joe Biden? What's up with these people? Now they blaming the government because we have all. It's like,
question.
What's up?
Did the government or didn't the government specifically state what would happen if they did these stimulus checks?
Yes.
Okay, so people just didn't care.
No, because
it wasn't that they cared about. It wasn't that they cared about the government. Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, we're getting money. No. They just didn't care what would happen because they probably didn't think it would get this far.
No, let me ask you a question. You ever hear somebody give a speech and then they say something free and the only thing that somebody hears is free?
No.
Selective hearing.
Yeah, we all know you got selective.
Yeah, but you hear all this other shit, but then you only hear one thing. They told America what was going to happen during the little debate. Donald Trump, they was battling out, hey, he can't do that because that'll raise these prices on this. You can't do this because it'll raise these prices on that. All the people heard in that debate was free money. We need to be home and we need to be paid for us being as essential workers. Yay. That's all we heard. But this debate also said that, hey,
okay, but where does the government come into play now? How can they save anything now? The only way anything can be saved is if they reverse it yet again.
No, what I'm saying is there might be something that's out there. I mean, that we're not thinking about right now that's going to.
I highly doubt that.
What I'm trying to say is the fact that they'll say overpopulation is the thing, right? But if we implement not having abortions, we think people aren't going to engage in these acts as much. There are people going to think twice about engaging in these acts because maybe they don't want to get there. When you create scarcity, other things pop out. So you get these people all scared and all these things, and then the government comes in and say, "Hey, why y'all scared? We're gonna do this too." You're like, "Oh, okay, cool." You know what I mean? Oh, but the people that actually know what's up, they're gonna be like, I'm not fucking with none of that.
No one is scared.
That is the problem. The government runs off people that are scared.
Yeah, no one is scared.
Nobody is scared.
The only thing, and they're not going to be.
Yes, they will.
No, they won't. They won't because people always find a way to do the things that they feel like they need to do.
Okay. So you think that
you gotta think, man. Laws have been in place for forever. You think if people were scared to do the things that the law says that they shouldn't do, that we would have a lot of the issues that we have now? There's too many people that are okay breaking the law.
Yeah,
no one cares.
But I'm saying though,
just like, remember we were just talking the other day, prohibition. What they do? What they do?
They what you mean? They wasn't scared.
They found other ways to do things that they wanted to do.
Yeah, because they wasn't scared.
Okay. So now the only issue the government is going to have on their hands is people doing their own fucking abortions.
Exactly.
So the government is the only people that need to be scared, because what are you all going to do about that?
They're going to find another way to stop that shit, or even.
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, they're not. What they going to say? Oh, if we catch you doing an illegal abortion, you're going to go to jail. People don't care.
No, but what I'm saying.
I'd rather go to jail than have a child. I'd rather help somebody get rid of this than have a child.
But when people go to jail, the government makes money. So you have all these people that's going to jail, and the government's going to make money.
And it'll be just like it was before. All these people are going to be getting released because ain't going to be no space.
Hey man, if I got a jail that holds 100,000 people and I get 200,000 people in there, by the time they find out that I have 3,000 people in there, you can let out 50,000. I didn't already make my money. I didn't already make my money off these people. Just like they didn't think that all this scamming was going to be going on for certain things that's going on. They was hoping this shit was going to happen.
They still ain't picked up people. They ain't picked up enough because ain't nobody scared yet. People still out here scamming, and they're going to continue scamming. Because at the end of the day, the government can't stop everybody.
They can't stop everybody, but guess what? They can make an example of a bunch of people.
You can make an example, but your example doesn't mean shit unless it scares someone.
Okay.
That's it.
I personally just think that this is the first step to them doing other things.
But why is this the first step? Why taking away a woman's right to her body? Why is that the first step? Why isn't the first step something against men? Y'all don't do shit. Y'all don't have shit against y'all.
That's what I'm saying. Because the most powerful thing is a woman. So if you hit them where it's going to hurt, matter of fact, you got people as soon as they overturned that. Hold on. As soon as they overturned that, everybody was pissed off. Everybody was mad. People was ready to. People started rioting. People started going down.
I think the government is scared that ain't gonna be no more white people.
I mean that too.
So they trying to save all the white babies. Newsflash, bitches. Most of the white babies is mixed babies. Just saying. So you still fucked. But I mean, think about that. That makes sense.
But I agree with
There's
that.
a shortage on white people. Like actually, factually, statistically, there is a shortage on white people. The white race is almost extinct, you guys. Keep it going. Keep it going. The white race is almost completely gone. I would be scared too.
Yeah, so that's why I
said
the
people that have oppressed multiple races, multiple cultures, is almost gone. What is the only way we can save our race? They think white people must be aborting their babies.
No, it's not white people must be aborting their babies.
I know
white
that.
people are aborting their babies because they're like, fuck this shit. Matthew is not having a kid with me. Abort. But you got Shaniqua and John down. They like this. Fuck. Baby number 9. Let's go.
First of all, I don't like that you use the name Shaniqua and John.
I didn't say Shaniqua.
Yes, you did. What did you say?
I said Shaniqua. I did say Shaniqua.
You said Shaniqua. I don't like that you use that. That is so racist.
So Matthew's not. So Matthew.
I could get. We're not gonna play with the black names. Okay, let's not do that.
All right, Tammy and.
Anyway, all I'm saying is, why women? I mean, I get why women.
What you mean why? Oh, okay.
I get why women, but in the same breath, why? Like it's all like we already have so many things against us. And at the end of the day, I look at it like this, like everything that has tried to hold women down, like we've come out of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but this is a blow.
For sure.
This is a big blow.
For sure. And it's definitely something that has to be fought back or fought against.
I honestly, I don't think that this is
like, I feel like if you want to attack gay marriages, start there. Like, why do you need to go from one to the other, to the other, to the other, to the other? Like, I think that's so silly. Because and I don't necessarily mean attack gay marriages, because I don't really care. Y'all do what y'all want to do. That don't have nothing to do with me. It's not my business. But what I'm saying is, why go to one to get to the other? You get what I'm saying? Like, half of y'all politicians be in there be gay. Don't nobody know, though, because you'll never let that be a fact.
Because like I said, I think it's just it's them trying to cut the legs off a woman.
That'll never happen.
But
it'll never happen. It'll never happen though, because women are the backbone to life.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that they thought that more states was gonna abolish it also. I think they had their fair like share of like, okay, we know that state is gonna do like that. We know that state is gonna do like that. But I feel like they thought a lot more states was gonna be like, oh, we're gonna abolish it here. But when they saw that states was like, nah, we not doing that, because it's not the fact that they didn't. See, look, this is the thing. They overturned it. They didn't make it a law.
Right.
They didn't make it a law to be like, it's against the law to get an abortion.
Right.
They just said.
They just took it away so that whoever wants to make it a law in
right.
the state can make it a law.
So I feel as though with them doing that, they kind of like draw the line saying like, look, we need to know who's our states that's actually backing the government. And it popped up and it showed it's always going to be Texas. It's always going to be Florida. It's always going to be those southern states because those are, I mean, if you want to get technical in it, I mean, that's the Confederate states. You know what I mean? So they knew that these states were going to be the ones that's going to back them.
But it's backing who?
And what they would want as
backing who?
Those Supreme Courts, the House of Representatives, the certain people that want America to be how America is.
But what I'm saying is, back who? Because
the people that have certain beliefs about how this country should be ran.
But what I'm saying is,
you do know we're divided. No, I'm saying like, because everybody's not on the same page when running America.
Sometimes I think you talk to me like I'm dumb.
No. I'm not saying that, but you're saying like who's trying to back who? You got to think that there's people that are sitting next to somebody in the House of Representatives that fucking cannot stand them and does not like the way that they think or how they think for the people. So in order for me to fuck this person over, I'm going to find a way to run this up the chain for this to get approved, because I don't like how they think. And I think that was one of them.
So run me through the process of how this came to be.
What you mean?
At some point, did this not pass Joe Biden's desk ever?
No, it actually nothing that goes up the chains of House of Representatives, you know what I mean, the Senate. They never go past Joe Biden's desk. He's just the signature. He's just the chief financial officer of everything.
Okay.
So they talk about these laws and what they need to do before they even get to him. It's just so happensly the president is overruled by the Supreme Court.
Okay.
So I feel like that those Supreme Court people felt as though, abortion should be, those men that's on there was like, I don't think abortion, I think abortion should be abolished. And somebody was like, no, why would you think that? Oh, well, why would you not think that? Because I feel as though there's not enough white people in the world. They already did a study. What made people do a study that there's less white people in the world? Huh?
Because their grandkids ended up being black.
Right. So it's like somebody was like, we need to study to see how many white people aren't being born right now. So that conversation happened, and somebody wrote out a bill and was like, I think y'all should do this because this will save our race. And then you got those Supreme Court people that knew that the president can't do shit about it, which is why they went to the Supreme Court anyway.
But how do you skip? How do you, because you have Joe Biden and Kamala, right?
Yes.
And then you have the House of Representatives and
the Senate. Yes.
Now, the House of Representatives is majority Democrats, or all Democrats, right?
Yes.
And then the Senate was still majority Democrats.
No. The Senate is Republicans. Is ran by the Republicans.
I thought it was majority Democrats. No,
though. That switched when Joe Biden, because they was like, oh shit. Yeah, look at it.
Because I thought that. I'm like, when the hell did that come out?
But yeah, so you got to think about this. I'm gonna be honest with you, the president of the United States ain't really shit. They're just the face of whatever's going on. They're the ones that get. They're the ones that be like, okay, cool, we're gonna do this, so whatever. Because they can't even. The president of the United States can't even overrule. He can try to overrule the Supreme Court. She's looking it up right now.
Excuse me. Oh, it's half and half.
Yeah, so
how does that work though? So then because it's half and half, doesn't Kamala get the last vote?
Kamala does, but
so then she voted for abortion?
No,
or
it
not,
never
not for a vote.
It never got to them.
It doesn't make sense though. Because
you got to look at how it is. Look at the structure of the system. This is something that the Supreme Court wanted to vote on themselves. It didn't go through the Senate. It didn't go to the United States Representatives.
But how do they? I thought they were just there to make a final decision.
No, they're there to actually make laws that they think of, or they think that the House of Representatives or the Senate aren't going to be able to come to an agreement on. So that means that somebody was like. Somebody got voted in.
I bet you it was that bum bitch that Donald Trump put in.
It was
that dirty bitch.
So she starts the conversation like, "Hey, I think these are the laws that need to be overturned," and then somebody.
Yes, Colin. No, I didn't throw your cookies in the trash. I did not.
All right. We'll get you more. So go back upstairs.
Do you need more cookies? Yeah. Okay, tell one of your brothers to come get you some cookies.
Yeah, so you got to think when they voted, they probably prior to this they was like, look, we're gonna vote you into the Supreme Court. These are the bills that we want you guys to these are the bills I want you to cause controversy with when we go here. And if you do that, then I'll vote you in to be a Supreme Court judge. Cool. Boom. As soon as you in there, you're like, hey, I think that we should overturn this.
But at what point do people start to question the people that sit on the Supreme Court? Like the Supreme Court justices, like at what point do people question like their integrity?
When shit like this pops up, because you're thinking like, what caused you to do this? How much money did they pay you?
But who questions them?
The President of the United States. But that question is just, I'm going to question you. It's not like I can overturn you.
But can it be overturned if they find some type of discrepancy of some sort? Like if they find like, what's his name? The Kavanaugh dude. Mm-hmm. If they find that he was paid off, right, to make this judgment or to make this vote.
It will get vetoed.
That's what I'm saying.
It would get vetoed.
But does he get kicked off?
Yes, he will.
That's not...
Because that's conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy,
yeah. Conspiracy theory is a movie. But I'm saying that's conspiracy. But you got to think that how many people are actually trying to save that from not being leaked? Like I said, the whole justice system and all that system of United States representative, that shit is all based on how much money they're gonna pocket. Because you gotta think, oh, it got overturned. If this gets overturned, I'm gonna give y'all off the books.
Who's paying them?
I mean, it's backdoor money.
But who?
The money the money that they actually get when they're like running. This is money that's not accounted for. Like when people do races, I mean, like when people be like, oh shit, I'm running for president, and they be like, oh, I just got $4.5 million. Like, where you getting that $4.5 million? Because these regular people ain't out here donating.
You talking about their endorsements and stuff?
No, just their running money. Because there's endorsement money and then there's regular money. We can look it up. I'm just saying endorsement mean that you're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm endorsed by this person. But there's people that don't want to be named at all. Like,
yeah, but I'm saying, don't people that endorse you also give you money for your running?
yes, but there's also times where you're like, look, listen, I'm going to endorse you, but these are my agendas. I'm going to give you all this money so you're able to.
I know that.
But these are the things that happen when Supreme Court. Look, listen, we going to get you on the Supreme Court.
But my thing is, at what point people felt like Donald Trump was so crooked, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's showing.
Y'all thought he was so crooked. He put 2 Supreme Court justices as justices. I don't know what to call it, but
as judges,
whatever.
Yeah.
And no one has questioned their integrity as people, because I'm thinking like this, like if he was a known cartel member, or if he was a known mob member, or if he was a known gang member, somebody would have already been like, yo, we gotta check them out, because we don't. Yeah,
they did.
No, they didn't.
You got to think about it.
That's bullshit.
No, hold on. What I'm saying, this is in his term, it was the first time that
I know that.
What?
Before the 9 months was up, that he put somebody as a judge.
No. That he was the first time that when there was a empty seat, it got filled on his term.
I know,
but that has nothing to do with the 9 months.
It did. They said that usually it's like it's a time period before somebody gets put in. They hurried up and put her there. Right,
which is why they were like, "Yo, we don't trust her to be in
but nobody did their homework.
They did.
They couldn't have done their homework. He put her there.
No, he put their hair there, but she got voted against. He had the final say to be like, "Yeah, she's going."
That's what I'm saying, though.
But after they're in there,
there's
nothing
the point.
you can do.
There should be, though.
But there should be. But that means that those judges have to.
My thing is this. Listen to what I'm saying. How do you call the president of the United States shady, but give him the opportunity to put a judge in place to make ruling over the whole country? That doesn't make sense.
No, it does, because you got to think about it.
How?
He was shady, but also the Senate was also shady. So that's why anything he did.
I get what you're saying, but you said he had the last say so, and she was voted against prior to his say so.
Right.
Okay. How do you let somebody that shady have a last say so? He was already being questioned as far as his integrity.
No. What I'm not saying the president. Okay, so Donald Trump put him in, right? This is documented. Donald Trump put her in, right? The Senate voted against it. And then because the House of Representatives were more Republicans, they voted against the veto for her to go in. So they were already like, no, we're not going to trust her. Like, we can't put her in there because of her beliefs. We can't put him in there because of his old ways of taking money laundering and everything. Why would we even do that? So, but they were saying because the Republicans were already the major favorite and all the top-notch people, they were like, sweep it under the thing. So when Whatchacalm got in, he was like, yo, I need to change all this. But they lost all the votes. So it was still like a split. It was a split on the Senate, but then the House of Representatives are the ones that are Democrats.
I'm sorry. All of that is a bunch of bullshit to me.
It is. I think so.
All of that is a bunch of bullshit. They say they got all this power to do this, that, and the third.
They have no power at all.
They this, they that. The president. Fuck the president at this point, because what the fuck are you good for?
He's not good for anything. I just said that.
But what is anybody good for if nobody, like,
because
I totally understand how the government works, bro. They work for themselves. They don't work for the people. They feel like fuck the people. Ultimately, if you ain't got money, it's fuck you.
It's the truth.
That's how they work. So I get it.
But you got to think about it, that this system changed because there was so much power relayed on the president, on what he was doing. So when they went into the 1/3 or the 2/3 system where the power is split between 3 different parts of the United States. Because if we gave all this power to the president, this president can lie and say, hey, look, this is what I'm going to do. He gets in, boom. Then you have scandal.
They already do.
Like Nixon and all them.
They already do.
But I'm saying, though, like,
what's the difference?
They split the power.
But what's the difference? They still in there doing shady shit.
Of course they are.
All of them, all 3, still doing shady shit. So what the fuck is the difference? Why not keep it the way it was? Again, at this point, y'all don't make sense with the shit that y'all doing.
Because that would make United States a dictatorship.
It is.
It's not.
Look at it now.
No, it's not a
Look
dictatorship.
at it now. Yes, it is.
No.
How do you figure?
Because a dictatorship is that I can kill that guy right now. Kill him. Boom, he's dead.
They do.
No, you can't. That's what they said.
Have you not seen the news? Have you not seen the news? You don't get on social media? They do. That's exactly what they do. That is exactly what is happening. They do what the fuck they want to do to whom they want to do it to. No regard for anybody else. None.
This is definitely, we definitely got off top.
No, I mean, it's all in the same realm of everything.
Yeah, that's because you asked me. I feel like you asked me, why do I think that this is a step into something else? I think it's a step into something else because now it's showing.
Yeah, the step into a dictatorship. We're one step away from fucking Hitler, okay? That's what we are. Shit's gonna get fucking nuts. Y'all don't have fucking food on the shelves. Baby formula's missing. People don't make enough money to fucking live, but you want to take abortions away?
But I'm gonna ask you a question, right? This is exactly what Donald Trump said was going to happen if y'all was to close down all the borders. And everybody called him crazy for this. Like I said, I'm not for Donald Trump. But he said some things that I was like,
yeah, he says things because he's a businessman. So certain things about business that he understands better than majority.
So do you?
But he also crooked in that shit too. So
you're right, which is why he's on trial. But I'm saying what I'm saying is the fact that we don't have formula. There isn't enough food on the shelves for people. Gas is at $9 a gallon. Airlines is everybody took early retirements because they didn't want to deal with stuff. These are all the things that I don't care what nobody say. United States is a business. It's a business. And these are all the things that a businessman said was going to happen. And it's happening. So now who are we mad at now? We can only be mad at ourselves because this is who.
Nah, hell no.
What I'm trying to say is we can only be mad at ourselves because we were a lot of people were duped into believing that this was the right answer.
Okay, but you can't blame yourself for somebody pulling the wool over your eyes. What, like, you have to trust in something. You have to believe in something. And you believe as far as you believe. Doesn't mean that those people are telling the truth.
I mean, you're right.
Shit, all politicians are fucking liars. That's all they do is lie. Period. If you want to be a politician, start lying early. Basically, is what they tell you. They like that's it.
I'm mad that you just looked in the camera.
That's fucking it. Like this whole this shit just irks my soul, and it irks me more than anything because I'm a woman. Now, I'm not having any more children, so I'm not thinking about it in that nature. But I have tons of nieces. I have sisters. I have friends who are all still in childbearing ages. And for me, it's like nobody thinks about the side effects or the consequence or the backlash that women on a day-to-day basis have to go through. Nobody thinks about the shit that young women and young girls have to go through on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
Nobody's thinking about that. Everybody just is, oh, well, we believe that this, but bitch, you're not a woman. You can't have kids. Bitch, you can't get pregnant. God didn't choose you for that. You don't have fucking periods. Birth control don't send your ass like this. So how the fuck do you get to make the decision for all these women and young girls who have to grow up when you don't know the first thing? Like it doesn't make sense. I don't give a fuck what your science books tell you. Okay? Your science ain't shit to my real life. That's fact. Okay? You have doctors who were so quick to say,
close up the book.
Oh, we're going to call Arkansas. They said as soon as the decision was made, they called their patients who had abortions scheduled that day and canceled. Yeah. How dare you?
Like I said, I feel like this was the starting point into divide and conquer more.
They ain't dividing shit. If anything, they bringing people closer. But now we really about to fight some shit.
No, because you think about this. That doctor in Arkansas that didn't believe in that, he'd be like, look, they don't want us to do these things, but guess what? We're going to find a way to do these things. Not no, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. There's people in Texas that was probably like, can't do it. Couldn't wait to call that. Can't do this, can't do that.
What do you mean? That's what the doctor in Arkansas did. Called and canceled on his patients.
I know, but I'm saying, though, even though he was in a place that didn't put it, that you got to think, these places didn't sign it to be legal at that moment. These are places that were going to make them illegal. So it wasn't their right to be like, yo, even though I'm in Idaho or Arkansas.
No, there's places where those laws, they already had that shit like written up, and that shit went into effect the moment they released that decision. Understandable.
So I'm saying, if you in Arkansas and you're in that moment and you're like, you're not going to be calling, you're going to be like, look, this is what happened. I'm going to refer you to the next day over because I still want this to happen. Not no, I'm calling you to do this. I'm calling you to do that. I don't know
what you're talking about at this
point. What I'm trying to say is the fact that you got to think how many people were actually happy to call their patients to cancel.
All those states that.
Right. So if I'm in a state that I knew was going to be a state that was going to actually make this illegal, they already knew this was going to happen. This has been going on for months, right? So I would have been being like, yo, this is going to get overturned.
But if you don't believe in abortion, you're not going to refer somebody to get an abortion.
That's what I'm saying, though. But there's people that believe in abortion.
That's not what you said.
What I'm trying to say is the fact that...
Please say it already.
What I'm trying to say is that there's doctors that was in these states that believe in abortion.
How you know?
So you're saying that everybody in the state of Texas don't believe in abortion? That's what you're saying. You're saying because if there's people in Nevada that don't believe in abortion.
Yeah, but if they a red state, then they've been on that side for a long time, right?
Correct. So if you were somebody that didn't believe in an abortion.
Yeah, but you got to be that somebody. You got to be somebody.
If I'm in Texas and I have a thing there, or if I'm in Arkansas where I know that this state is not going to, and I believe in abortions, I'm not making that phone call. Or if I'm making that phone call is to refer you to somebody that's in the next state.
But that's also against the law.
Fuck that shit.
It's also against the law to help people find abortions.
That's in the law.
Or find places to find abortions.
Man, fuck that shit.
They have repercussions too, which is why they said the doctor had to speak with a lawyer so he would not lose his license. Yes, that is part of the law.
Man,
it is a fucked up situation.
It's a super fucked up situation.
So now the conversation again should not be, hey girls, hey women, what birth control are you using? The conversation should be, hey men, time to step the fuck up and take accountability. What birth control are you on?
See,
let's talk about your part. Let's talk about what you're gonna do.
But what about what I'm saying? What about the people that are getting abortions because the condom broke? What about the Exactly. There are instances where you have birth control and that shit fails.
What do you do? I practiced safe sex. I did what I was supposed to do. And somehow God still found a way to put this little baby inside of me. Help me. No one can help you. You have to help yourself. If you don't have the funds to go to another state and do it, you're fucked. Congratulations, you're a parent. That's what they're saying right now.
It's bullshit.
Congratulations, you're a parent. You know what then happens? I don't want to be a parent.
So I'm going to be a fucked up parent.
No, I don't want to be a parent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this baby somewhere. Or I'm going to give myself an abortion. Everything is on fucking YouTube and Google. When y'all going to ban that? You're not.
Let me ask you a question. Do places that are places, I'm going to cut that out. I'm definitely going to cut the.
Oh, orphanages?
Yes. Do they get money from the state?
Foster cares do. I know that for a fact because I grew up with I can say I grew up with them.
See?
But
Like
being over on this side of town, growing up, a lot of the kids that I went to school with, they had foster homes. A lot of the houses down the street are foster homes.
See?
And they get money for, think about it. Remember on Pretty Little Liars?
No, I get it. I get it. No, I'm just saying like that.
Yeah, they get a check.
I feel like it's a money thing, man. I feel like all this shit.
But the parents get the money. They get a check from the government. So, the foster care
Yeah,
person.
but you got to think this gives the government another reason to print up some more money. Just like there was a reason, I need to print up $1 billion to send to Ukraine.
Is there a way you could turn that off?
No, because we were taking the audio in.
Oh.
I'm going to do this though.
That's not going to turn that down?
No, it's the input.
You sure?
Yeah. Check.
You sure? Turn that up.
Oh, shit. Oh, this doesn't get audio. The audio goes to there.
Turn it up just in case. Just forget it. Just turn it up. Please. Because I will be so upset. Okay. Just leave it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I would be so upset if something.
No, I think this gives the So let me ask you a question, right? They say let's say 1 million babies get born, right? This is on paper. 1 million babies get born because there's no longer
Don't
abortion.
Say get born, say are born.
1 million babies are born next year because of abortion being abolished. The government goes, hey, for every baby that's born, we need to print up $100,000, right?
Why though?
Listen to what I'm saying. Just listen. This is what people that don't have kids or don't know what's going on. This is what they say. You need $100,000 to have a baby, right? We're gonna print that up, and we're gonna send that to whoever is going to adopt this baby. We're gonna give them some money. We're not gonna tell them how much, but we're gonna say.
Well, adoptive parents, do they get money to adopt babies?
No, I'm saying this. I'm saying, what if this happens?
Well, why don't you just talk about the foster
cares,
yeah.
right? They're gonna say, okay, for every baby, we're gonna give you $50,000 for the year, and they're like, oh, that's cool, but they don't know that they're printing up $100,000 per kid. So that extra $50,000 per kid is going somewhere. And they're like, look, we need $1 trillion for all these babies that's being born next year. They're not going to go, oh, well, how many babies is being born right now? They're going to go, okay, cool. This is for what? This is for the foster parents. Boom. They sign it. Boom. It goes. It starts getting printed. Somebody with the mind of being like, yo, this is what we wanted to do because now we can make money off people not getting abortions. So we're going to only give $50,000 to the actual foster care for each kid. We're going to take that $50,000 and we're going to pay all the people that actually voted for this to happen. That's the shit. That's the type of shit that happens in government.
How do you pay those people?
What you mean?
How do you pay those people that voted?
You go to the treasurer and be like, look, send this to an offshore account. Just like Nancy Pelosi and all them had offshore accounts for all the them knowing that this stuff was going to go hit in stocks. That shit went on offshores. And the only reason people found out because they learned acronyms of how people was actually putting money in there. And they was like, this is actually Nancy Pelosi's husband. and screenshotting and was like, yo, she's making money off everything that they're signing a bill for. Oh, we're going to sign a bill for Pokemon cards.
That's not illegal.
It's not. So it's not illegal to be like, okay, cool. All these babies that are being born, we're going to need more. The stock of baby diapers is going to go up. So I'm gonna put a $2 billion stock drop in this. Boom.
But if there's already a rise in babies being born, because that's why we have overpopulation, then that is null and void, right? That doesn't mean anything.
We don't.
Doesn't mean anything. Overpopulating means there's too many people being born, too many souls, too many mouths, too many humans walking the fucking earth. That's what that means. It's too many.
So it's like, what's the definition of being overpopulated?
How am I supposed to know? Too
like,
many.
Is it too many people in one area?
Overpopulated. Too many. It don't matter. It means too many. Too many. Too many. I seen a TikTok. A woman said, every year I wasn't pregnant or some shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. So she puts the year of her first child and it keeps going. I believe she had like 8 kids, but she was pregnant like a year after year after year. Mm-hmm. When you looked at the comments, all it was talking was, all people were saying was, oh my God, overpopulation. Oh my God, why do you need this many kids? Oh my God, what are you doing to our planet? And I want to say, if y'all don't shut the fuck up, why the fuck do y'all care? Y'all ain't got to take care of them kids.
People feel like that.
That don't have shit to do with you.
Because the first thing people think is like, oh my God, I'm paying for health insurance.
No, here's the thing. People automatically assume that somebody with more than 2 kids is on welfare. Yep. The conversation needs to be had. Men amongst other men. What is your next move?
What is your next move?
Because women we've already done our part. We've been on birth control for years. We've fucked up our bodies using birth control for years.
Right.
You know, we've done our part thus far. It's now time for you to step it up, to figure it out. You know, handle your business, brother.
Handle your business.
That's what I feel like. It's on y'all now. So, anything else?
Nah, it's just this conversation is going to continue for another 3 hours. I just know that because we about to get on our phones. And we about to start looking up shit.
This just sucks.
So I might as well go ahead and get me some banana bread and keep it going.
I honestly didn't think they were gonna do this.
Really?
No, I just thought I don't know. Nah. It's just certain stuff you be like, man, they talking about it, but yeah, right. There's no way. And this was one of those things I was just like, I don't think they gonna really do that.
I knew they was gonna do that shit when they was like, when they brought it back up, because it went away for a little bit, and then they was like, "Well, we're gonna vote on it." Then I was like, "Oh shit, they bringing this back." This means that there's some people that didn't agree with it the first time.
But it's like, how big of cowards are you guys?
Oh, it's big.
Y'all waited for her to die. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. I don't know how to say her last name.
I know you're talking about.
They waited for her to die to even make this a conversation. You guys are straight cowards.
Right, yeah, so.
Like full on cowards.
Listen, like I said, they was putting this shit in play since the beginning because it was on some strength of like, we are kind of not, shit is not in our favor right now, so we need to figure out this shit. And they was like, yo, we need to start putting this in play right now. So.
My bad.
So, yeah, so I knew.
This is sad.
I knew they were. I was like, yeah, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Yep, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. But what I thought was going to happen was somebody was going to stop this shit and being like, no, about to overturn. But when they didn't make it a law for it to be illegal to get abortions, I was like, oh,
it's like they found like a loophole. It was like, oh, okay, well, it's not this, it's this.
It's this. That's why I was like, all they did was just be like,
you have the right to have the right to.
Mm-hmm. In these places.
Yeah.
but not these places, because these places we got control over. So yeah, so
y'all just listen to
Talk That Shit
with the Melvin.
We out this thing.
Bye.
Peace out.